We have as long as you need. Are you on a tight schedule today for finishing at 1 o'clock? Okay, sure. Mhm. Yeah, I'm going to continue so that I'm good with whatever you need. I'm ready. I'm ready if you're ready. Yeah.
Here
Okay.
I am. Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Back with
Michael.
Laura again.
Thanks for being here.
If you missed the last lesson with Laura, here's the link to her Twitch channel. We're doing a chess lesson today. I'm really looking forward to it. It's something that we're hoping to do pretty much every Monday. I'm away next Monday, but most Mondays we're hoping to do a lesson. So it's really exciting. Did you get my homework, by the way?
Well, I wasn't going to ask, but I did not see it. But that's okay because I know you have two coach. I'm not your only coach, by the way,
No.
And so,
I
don't want to be that.
I did. I put sticky notes on the Jamboard.
Oh,
like
you
said.
did? Oh, that's so great. And guess what? A lot of my lessons, we do it like when we meet as well. But I do love to look at my students' work before. But I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Look at us. We're learning each other's styles. Love it. Okay, so I see my screen. Let me fix one thing. There I go. In chat, can everyone hear me? Because last time I know for your listeners, hi Lula's awesome community, but I am learning my thing here. And I just want to make sure that they can hear me and Lula on my stream here. I'm going to write that, can you hear me? And I just want a big thumbs up, and then I'm moving on with my life and everyone else's. I had such a tiring day. Oh, someone had a tiring day. I had a tiring morning, but and it's raining here in New York City, so a little bit dreary, perfect for chess. Very cool. The audio is fine. All right, so I can take my headphones off. Yay! Remember last week? It was like so difficult. Okay, so hi everyone. Lula, again, thank you for your time, and I'm so excited to collaborate with you as one of your chess coaches.
I am very excited for this lesson. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. And I have a link in chat to your Twitch, which I hope is working. Yes, and I also have a link to your lessons as well, because you take students, don't you, of all ages?
Yeah, I do. And really depending on the time zone, I know that can be tricky. I'm based in New York City. So yeah, send an email, and if I'm not the right match, I know a lot of amazing chess coaches, and I love to promote my friends that really put their heart into teaching.
Awesome.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your stream to see I'm gonna want to see the presentation, aren't I? Yes.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
you
Cool.
see
No,
it?
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Awesome.
Yes, I can open it now.
I could pretend to be cool. I'm gonna have your stream on as well, but you can pardon me on that one, right? Because if I do that, something will go wrong. I'm such a noob.
No, really, you don't need to have my stream open.
Okay.
There's nothing to see that you need to.
I
Yeah,
did
we're all
enjoy
good.
your Sunday Elden Ring, and I never thought I would
Oh,
say
did you?
that. I was just trying to learn it a little bit to keep up with,
Mm-hmm.
the times. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So
Mm-hmm.
tell me when you're good. I'm like excited today. I'm limiting
Mm-hmm.
myself. I think each lesson one less question. Last time we had 5 with that chess.com one. It was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Today I
That
was
was
thinking
fun.
4
Mm-hmm.
and then 3, 2, 1, and then soon I'm gonna be having you do puzzles from minute 3. No, I'm joking.
Ooh.
All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
should I start? Can we see?
Got the presentation up. If
Yay! All right,
you're
so
ready to
Monday
go.
lesson flow.
Mm-hmm.
Announcement next
Mm-hmm.
Monday we have no lesson because you're away, right?
I am away.
You're away. All good. I'm just so excited. Once I meet with a student or friend twice, it feels like legit, like it's a collab.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really honored. And then I thought we could discuss Chess Queens by Jennifer Shahade May 23rd when you're back. That gives me time to read the book. I'm in America and we just got the pre-release. In fact, I will promote my great friend Jennifer, who really got me back into chess, into the chess game, and I really appreciate that. Her book I just started it. It's really, really, really good. And you can pre-order it. This is like the postcard it came with, and it's really awesome. And we can maybe just talk about some of our favorite parts that lesson, if that sounds cool, Lula.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed Chess Queens as well, so I can't wait for you to finish it.
Yay. And I did chat with Jennifer, and I was like, is this confirmed? I don't want to say, like, she's very busy too. I know we're all, but she's going to try to be on the Zoom for that. So I thought that would be really cool.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
That's very
I know,
exciting.
I'm a person who's like, I get it. Like, it's hard, and like, if she, we'll figure it out. But that's the tentative plan, is definitely to talk about the book, and we'll see how it goes. All right. And then today I have, I wrote 3. I actually squeezed in, I got a question from one of my followers, and I want to make sure I give that question. So 4 questions that are like fun. Then we'll finish our step 4 lesson. We'll go over your game, and we'll complete some puzzles. How does that sound?
Okay, it sounds good.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's see the question number 1. I love this. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. I love it. I feel for this. And if you're in chat, we'd love to hear, if you feel the same. But I said last week, Lula, you have a lot of amazing content, girl. Like, it's hard to keep up. I love it. Your passion, your hard work. And I listened to your episode on Daniel Lona's podcast, and that's when I first heard your talent in memes, because just to, I know you're super famous in the chess world, but like for me, I've been more of like, I teach kids chess, but now I'm getting back into like the chess culture, and I love it, and it's really cool with the Queen's Gambit and all that stuff we talked about. So with all that said, my question goes, how did you get into memes and chess memes? And side note, I want to make one day. Will you maybe help? You could say no.
I have, been making memes for a little bit. I think I said in the podcast I started making them when I was about 14, just for, fun, send them to my friends. And then I think just being somebody who grew up a lot online, they've just kind of always been part of online culture. And then when I re-entered chess, I saw a little bit of a gap. I didn't think there were that many chess memes. So I thought, I could make some chess memes, and of course I'll help you make a meme. Yay! If you would like to make one.
I'll think of the idea, but I heard there's a lot of competition, and people are and I get it, it's an art, so it's like, that's mine, that's yours, that kind of idea, like, which I didn't really realize until I started like seeing on Twitter and like all this stuff. So cool. All right, question 2. We'll get to chess a little quicker today. All right, but I just like to warm up with just some fun stuff. So this is your beautiful layout. I go, how did you learn OBS and graphic design so well? Like, all your work is so thoughtful and like skilled. So how did you get into it, the OBS and design?
Thank you. So my first my first overlays for Twitch were very, very basic. And I've always used the website Canva to make
Canva,
them.
yeah.
I don't know if yeah. So I've always used Canva, and I think I just was frustrated when I started, and I didn't really like how my stream looked. So I decided to. I think this is it's like my fourth version of my overlay now. So I've spent quite a lot of time on Canva making different versions of it, and I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. I think maybe I always want to change it, you know.
So you just
but no,
Canva
just
too.
Canva. I'm not good with Photoshop or anything, so yeah.
Awesome.
It's pretty basic, to be honest. It just looks fancy.
Love it. No, because I mean, I just recently got into Canva, and it's so much you can do, but like the work involved and just like streamlining everything is really cool. All right, my last question, then a fun question from a viewer. I saw you wrote a funchess.com article on horoscopes, right? I plan to have my friends.
Oh, I did.
You did, and there you are. It's so cool. I'm like, wow. I do have a friend's friend who's planning. I'm going to collab with him to do a tarot reading just for fun. A grain of salt type of thing, just for fun. Would you want to be part of that? And if not, I could do that on my own stream as well.
That sounds so fun. I'm not sure how it would work with our
logistics
lesson timings, but it sounds really fun. So cool. We could definitely talk about it, see if it could work.
It's a maybe, and if not, that guys, get ready, because I'm not cool. I don't play Elden Ring, I don't play Fortnite, but I think a fun little like chess, just chatting, and an occasional like horoscope could be kind of fun. Great. And now we have a little last question, and then to the chess. Question 4 from my dear Watson, who followed me from 2020 when I was really learning everything. Thank you, buddy. And he responded today. This question is for you from Watson. Have you seen this meme?
I have. It's a video, isn't it, where all of the Pokemon have different famous chess players on them. It's very funny.
That's cute.
It was I thought it was really good. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't know. I don't know anything more. This morning I went on my Discord. I'm just growing on that too. I'll link that in the chat. I'd love people to join. And I just saw that Watson had posted, so I'm like, yes, I don't have to like ask which would have been fine. I wanted to grab like a friend, but I'm like, yay, someone posted back, and I'm like, that's really cool. So yeah, I don't know anything more than just 6 a.m. this morning. I saw this for the first time.
You should definitely watch it. It's a funny video. You should check it out after.
I will. Awesome. Ready for our chess class?
I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, so here we go. Let's check that the screen loaded okay. I'm going to fix mine a little bit. All righty. So we're going to head into chess.com's classroom. And I was just going over this game a lot, like twice. Sometimes when a student sends a game, I go over it once to get a sense, just like when when we're reading a book. Like you read it once to get the gist, and you might go back to really learn the parts better. So
yes.
Sure. I'm in chat. Let's just make sure we're in the same spot. Here I am. You're there. I gave you like full control over the board, hopefully. Let me know if anything.
Yeah. Can you see my arrows?
Yay! Can everyone see the beautiful yellow paint? Love it. Good. Yeah, great. So, great. So basically I thought we could start with your game because, again, I went over it when you first sent it. Thank you so much for following up on your homework, and we'll get to your Jamboard. Thank you for doing that too. The accountability
of course.
is great to see that you're taking it in. So this game you played black, and both of you had I would say comparable ratings, which is actually for me I like it when a student sends a game with someone's rating pretty near, because it's of course rating's not everything. We won't go on that tangent. I think everyone would agree, right? A rating is a number. It means something. It's not everything. But with that said, I mean, as the first look, it's going to help me know. So you played your Carol Khan, right? Your opening seemed good, and I'm kind of like moving straight to this position. So I love how you responded. Okay, you went h5. You don't want your bishop getting harassed on the king side here. And just for viewers, especially my family who are watching, I want to give them some chess lingo. I hope you don't mind. And I'm sure some things might be a review. But so this bishop in the Carol Khan is often easily trapped. It's not being trapped here, but it could be. Okay, good. that you can hear me for a minute. I was nervous that the internet, something came up. I think we're good. But anyway, the bishop here, you want to take care of your bishop, and so this move is good. And then kind of moving along, you're developing your pieces. This seemed fine. You got rid of, and please chime in with any questions, Lula. I just have a lot more content today to get through, and I hope to,
Yeah, of course.
But please be like, oh, can we go back? And we'll do that. Or you can actually move the pieces back too. Knight d2, c5, breaking open here. This was great. You get the open c file here. Really nice, right? All the way down here. Very good. And so far, it says you have a really nice position. And perhaps this is my first question for you. Did you, when you played this particular game, did you put it through the engine?
I think we looked, just because the ending was really crazy. So I did put it through the engine, to see if I had like missed something really important right at the end. But I wasn't really sure. I think I used a lot of time kind of when we got to this position.
Let's see that. Yeah, like you. Nice. I'm proud of you.
I used all my time.
I'm proud because that's I mean, okay, Dan Heisman, another amazing chess coach who was like someone I've been looking up to for years as I developed my teaching style. He makes a big emphasis on time management, right? And so, of course, that's a part of the game, a huge part of the game. And there's certain moves you should think more than others. So I agree. Like, your time did kind of go down drastically from move, what are we on? Move 14? You had, okay, so in this position, right? You're on move, what, 13? Yeah. You've got almost 15. Then it went to under 11. And then you did use a lot of time, but talk to me about that. Were you calculating anything particular or like in this?
Yeah. So I was kind of looking at the position and I wanted to break open the C file, but I wasn't sure how safe it was with, my king still in the middle and things like that. But then I figured that the center is still pretty closed, so I thought it was safe. But I wanted to bring the rook over, first, so that at least I could try and claim the file. I was kind of just thinking about, did I want to castle? Did I feel safe? Where are my pieces going to go? That kind of thing. I just had a bit of a big think about the position.
Yeah. And you know what? With this time control, thank you, because again, look at all my vents. I love my students, but I think when I'm a student too of certain things, and it's like we want to set high expectations. And sometimes, like if I say to a student, play some slow games, and they come back with 5-minute games, how is that helping, right? And I love 5-minute. Like if that's what I play on stream. It's fun. I play some 10-minute too, but good for you for playing these slower games, and it's going to prepare you for your big upcoming tournaments, which are exciting, which are much longer control, but gotta start somewhere. Let's see what kind of shaped up here. You got, this was okay. I'll show you the key position in my eyes. So queen c7, okay. King e2. Okay, so here, talk to me a little bit, and then I have some ideas I want to share. This is an interesting position. And I'm going to take the analysis off so we can be truly in this position. Go ahead.
Sure. Hold on. Yes. Okay, cool. So in this position, I didn't want to castle.
No.
Because I didn't feel very safe castling. I know that the engine wants knight f8. I did talk about knight f8 in this position because I played this game on stream. And I was wondering if I go knight f8, knight g6 to knight f4. But I also felt like undeveloping my knight and leaving my king in the center. I was so afraid, I felt really scared to do that, to be honest. I just didn't trust myself to put my knight in between my king and rook and leave my king kind of stranded almost on the queen side,
Okay.
I know obviously now that nothing can really happen because of the closed center, and it's going to take him a while to
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's no threats anytime in the future, and I'm not. I'm giving you that space to. That's something I'm working on too. Like just keep all these thoughts are really important for me to hear, and it'll help us. So yeah. So you had that idea. You were a little nervous about putting the knight in between your king because you were a little nervous. I can understand that. Anything else?
I thought that if I wasn't going to castle, I would probably want to bring my rook over to the c-file because I thought he would probably play either move his knight, move his bishop up, and bring his own rook to c1, or something like that. Play bishop b2 and rook c1. So I didn't want to give up the c-file completely. So that's why I wanted to bring the king up and the rook over as soon as possible. But yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what to do. I think I knew that his bishop was bad.
Yeah.
And that with the closed position that the knights were going to be better. So that's why I decided to trade my bishop in a couple of moves time. I traded my bishop for his knight. But yeah, it was kind of a, closed positions are hard sometimes to know what to do.
Yeah, Lula, you're absolutely right. And my top rating was a 2250 USCF rating, and that always was the case for me as well, even at that level. I prefer open games. We all have our style. Thank you for explaining that. And yeah, like I didn't think of knight f8. I was actually going over your game with my husband Sean. I was like, can you help me? Because like I don't know what the obvious idea here is. And he mentioned something interesting. Former world chess champion Garry Kasparov was big on many things. I'm just relating it to this position. Like fixing, like making knights better placed. So like I do think knight f8 would have been powerful. And there was a cool variation once I did put it in the engine where there are some like ominous threats of getting that knight to f4. So like what could we play out a few moves here? Can you play knight f8 and can we see what might have happened? You can have the engine on if you'd like. It's all good. We're in study mode.
No, it's okay. I don't have the engine on. It's okay. Don't worry.
Oh, please. I don't care. Like it. Yeah, we're learning.
I don't even think I can turn it.
Do you mind if I have it on? Oh, touche.
I think if you turn it on, it turns on for me.
Oh, so I won't. Okay, cool. Like that's an on. Okay. I love it. We'll do some honest Abe. All right, here we are. Monday. Okay, so knight f8. So what would I play as white here? You did mention this like if they try to get that c-file, but it's all about tempo. So if I go ahead and do that, would your opponent have played bishop e2? I don't know. I like to put myself in the mindset. This player's 1500. This knight has nowhere to go. Like, I don't see them doing that. I see them doing maybe bishop b2, perhaps. Okay. Now you have a really... Oh, yeah. If you're in chat and you're one of my in real life friends who doesn't play chess, I want you to think... Or if you're just learning, okay? Think in this position... forcing moves, and you can tell them that, Lula. What are the forcing moves we always look for?
Checks.
Yep.
Captures.
Yep.
And attacks.
Yep. Attacks or threats. So here, our opponent has an ominous threat of a check, which would would fork or double attack the king and the queen. So that's... And I give them the benefit of the doubt. I think if they got to this position, judging by their game... Yeah, they'll see it. So let's think here. It's not a bullet game. They're going to see it. There's no hope chess allowed. So where are they going to play here? Maybe they would have gone... Oh, king f1 is one candidate move. I don't love it, but just trying to see. Or, I don't know, move the queen, but then that knight check's still happening. I'm going to say likely they would have played king f1. Now let's talk. You can either do knight f4. You moved. Now that was good, but like, yeah, like you 1,000% confident. Like, can you slow down a tiny bit?
Yeah, sure.
And I love your move, but can you practice? And I know you do this because you're actually you mentioned that you spent a long time thinking, almost too long. But still, like, let's think for 10 seconds, right? I'm learning your style. So you're in this position. It's like a random day this week and you're like, I need 2 candidate moves. That's one thing Laura recommended. Try for 2. So knight f4 is one move. Can we... And I like it. Is there anything else that you can think of? Let's see. And how about this? If you are like, and I agree, that's a pretty powerful move. If knight f4 was to be played, can you calculate either in your head or out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Like knight f4, white will play what?
Mm-hmm.
White has to, forcing moves here. White will have
Yeah.
to play
Queen b1.
Yeah. But then what's your plan? And I mean,
Yeah.
putting you on the spot a little bit,
Mhm.
I see some interesting things. I noticed that this knight on d2 is a little bit overworked holding on to that knight. And I'm wondering if we can... Let's play it out. I think I'll stretch you a little by little. So go for it. Go knight f4. There's no
Okay.
other move that really is a forcing move here. So we can go with it. But here, let's think of at least one or two moves. And if it's one that we're like, oh gosh, that move's amazing, that's great. But let's calculate. So here you are. Your knight has come a long way, literally. And now, what are we actually doing to convert our advantage? Let's think. We have no advantage in pieces or material, but we have a really, our pieces are doing great. And as you mentioned, which I was impressed, you notice how bad that bishop was. So put it all together, and what could have we played here? I'm thinking too. Black to move. And chat, if you have any ideas, you can definitely... no hope chess allowed. I need to remember this. Yeah, I need to remember it too when I play chess because I'm always hoping. What else? Yeah, like in chat, if you see, what would you play here? Black to move. What would be a mini plan? Something to get ahead, space advantage, or development. And forcing moves. Watson goes, no chess allowed. Leave stream. No hope chess allowed. You're gonna leave the stream. Yeah. So here we are. I see a move I like, but I don't know if it's good.
I was thinking about these pieces being kind of weak. And then obviously the king can't come, the queen can't come to defend. So I was considering either playing like queen b6
with a threat, which is it's like a threat. It's a forcing move because it's creating a threat. Which I see. Yeah, I think you see it too.
But also, I didn't want to let my opponent get rid of this bishop. So if trades and takes, I think we can win this pawn, but also then they get rid of their bishop.
Yeah, but you gotta get
yeah. Sorry. I was also wondering if queen b6 to b5 had any threats.
Ooh, I love that.
Kind of coming to e2.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I'm not sure if white has, defensive resources to like bring the queen over, or I'm not sure. But I thought that looked a bit scary.
Yeah.
My chat said something like queen a5, which is not a move that I personally considered, but obviously that creates a very direct threat.
A very direct threat, right? And so let's focus on those two ideas. Yeah, let's how about this? Like in chat, just for example, in our chess.com classroom, I'm just gonna write a few moves. So I'm gonna go with your queen b6 move. So queen b6, I'm gonna think out loud here. If I go queen b6, my threat is going to be bishop takes knight, knight takes bishop, knight takes pawn. If they go bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn. Yes, you're right, Lula. That bishop advantage of that bad bishop is off, but we just won the most. Like, I like to think of it, once one falls, like, I'm sorry, but that one's looking loose too. So, like, that looks good. Now, what can they do against queen b6 to combat this threat? That's the question. So then I can compare queen a5. So queen b6, they've gotta help this knight. So queen b6, what are they doing? Maybe they can play queen c1?
I wonder if they have, queen c1 or queen d1, either.
Yeah, I kind of like this for them because at least they have they're trying to show, I mean, it's scary,
that's the counter threat.
but that's it, right? Like, it's a game, yeah, so, like, it's also that psychology, like, at least here, they're lining up some type of threat, and that's a little scary. I mean, then could we go King E7 then, now that you've gotten this knight so well? Don't forget about King E7, it's still there. Just some ideas. And then, so yeah, Queen B6, can they go Queen C1? I'm calculating as well. They have this annoying check, but you have King E7. So yeah, Queen A5 is our second candidate move. I know they would probably go Queen C1 check, but now, Lula, I see something pretty juicy. It's tactical. Do you see what check I'm looking at from there? Queen A5, and I might be wrong, but it's worth looking at. Queen A5, Queen C1. Do you see an interesting move in this variation? And if chat sees it, I'll write this in the chess.com classroom. So if Queen A5 and then Queen C1, is there a nice, very forcing move for a black after that? Ooh, we have someone, we got Michael in my chat has an idea, but I won't say it yet, Lula, okay? We're still learning, I'm still learning, like, what, like, don't want to give away too much. Give you some think time. And I'm not sure. Let me see how far I'll write in chat, in this chat. Yes.
So I was wondering if we could set up, if we could set up a fork with Queen B5 check.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
And Knight E2.
Yeah, you see that? That's incredible. And, like, that's where all that puzzle work you're doing, not just with step method, but also I know you do your puzzles online and everything. Like, that's great. Now, is there other ideas? Sure. Let's go for it. So which one do you want to, let's see. Yeah, like, which one do you want to try on the board so that we can, go through a little more analysis, and then also dive into the material so I get to everything with you today. Do you want to try Queen A5 or Queen B6? They're both interesting.
I think it's more likely that I would have played Queen B6.
Then that's something
I think Queen A5 might be better, but I think it's more likely that I would have played Queen B6.
I love that.
It's probably more practical.
Do that. Yeah, go for that. Play that on the board. Let's just play a few moves.
Okay.
Just for some like getting a feel of these weird, like, I attack, you attack. So Queen C1, and now let's reanalyze here. So you already said it. Queen B5. And Watson, you prefer Queen A5 a bit more. Yeah, they're both interesting. And after our lesson, I'm now really interested in this position, so I'm going to look at it. But I feel like it's so fun to just shut the engine off sometimes. And just like you said, like, what would you have actually played? All right, so Queen, on your, what I call the best self days on the board and in real life as well. So that's another topic. But Queen B5 check. If King E1, viewers, we all see the delicious checkmate, right? Queen E2, in your face checkmate. Yum, yum. All right. Queen B5, King G1, Knight E2. I mean, doesn't get better than that.
Could they have played Queen C2 instead of Queen C1?
Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do that. So Queen B6, let's try this. Yeah, good point. Now let's see. Queen B5 check, King G1, what's our follow-up? And then the other question ooh, I see something pretty cool, but I'm not sure. These are those tricky positions. All right. Well, in this position, there's nothing wrong with, like, playing King E7 now and then still having a lot of threats, and remember, or even, like King D7? With that? Right? I don't know. Because is the king in danger? Not in my opinion. The rook is buried.
Yeah.
So
only if the king could have come up, but he can't because of the knight.
Yeah, and then after we push this queen out of our way, I mean, knight d3 is looking pretty good at first glance. Or another plan. If this queen was on a5, then we could have perhaps kicked the queen out and maybe go bishop c3. All right, so that could have been really cool. And I know that didn't happen, but maybe now you can use that like knight maneuver next time. King e7 was played. Oh, was there anything else you wanted to add? I'm sorry.
No, not about this position.
Okay.
I don't think.
Now, this happened. Crazy to think this ended in a draw. You know, you both played really interesting chess this game. b4. Rook c8. Now this rook really got a new life, right? From buried here. But, like, if we went to the engine here, it probably says that you're still doing pretty well. I'm not sure. How did you feel in this position?
I felt like I didn't have very much time, but I felt okay. I didn't feel like I was losing. So I wasn't actually that scared about this rook. Because I wasn't that scared about it because he only has one of them. It's not like he has a battery or anything, and I wasn't too worried about. It looks good, but I think if I really need to, I can kick it out as well.
Interesting. Yeah, like I wouldn't know what to necessarily play here. Like, I'm gonna do it. I just want to see this. I was pretty good this lesson, and I put the engine off. But let's just throw that engine on. I mean, it is a tool. I just feel like for students, that's exactly what it is. It's a tool. It's not the only tool. So yeah, that's my TED talk on the engine. But like, let's see what it says. It says here they like your position, Lula. Right? Look at that. 1.5 pawns up here. Watson in my chat's going, yeah, like white has weak pawns and a bad bishop. But then it's easy to say, oh, your position's good. And then it's another thing to say, like, what are you actually going to play? So let's look. It says g6 is interesting. Support the knight. And then it looks like another choice or candidate move is just get your king to f8. And I know in my chat, we were wondering about castling kingside earlier, but I explained, like, even with pieces off the board, it might not have been wise for the king to be all the way here. There's tactics that can happen, but I don't know. But in this position, let's see. If you had, what did you play? You played king d7, which they think is okay. But they like g6, right? And then
I didn't know when the right time was to play g6. I considered it quite a few times throughout the game, but beforehand it would have taken away rerouting squares for the knights, which I didn't even use anyway, but that's why I didn't play it earlier, and then I missed the chance to play it later.
I see. Like, I would be considering b5 unless there's some cool tactic here. No, there's not sure. b5 they don't recommend here, but they did in this position after king f8. I noticed it popped up. b5 could have happened, and they get a little counterplay. So what would have happened here if we take it? Unfortunately, I don't know. It stays kind of. You get into this kind of endgame, and it's definitely one of those slight advantage, good luck. Like, go. And I don't know. It's like not the best coach advice, but I'm being honest, and it would have been interesting.
Right.
All right. So this happened. Okay, and then wait, no, this would have been a variation. So okay. All right, this did happen. Yeah. And now, unfortunately, your queen is there, but they still like your position.
There's a tactic I missed, apparently, in
yes,
this position.
Knight takes. Okay.
I just didn't see it.
What? Knight takes d4. And then if rook takes rook, you've got this nice in between. Like, here you go, and then you're good. Okay. All right. That would have been beautiful. I'll show that for viewers. Knight takes pawn looks crazy because what? Yeah, they just take back. But then you can retake this piece. It's like you're removing the guard. And if they were to go rook takes rook, then knight takes knight. Wow. That's a nice tactic.
Yeah.
So it happens,
That's
but
really
and also
nice.
you didn't have much time left, Lula. Right?
Yeah, I played pretty much instantly here, I think. I just didn't want to flag.
Absolutely. That's our instinct, right? And it's
Yeah.
So things were things were okay, but you didn't have that big advantage. All right. And then that was nice. I mean, can't complain. You have 42 seconds on your clock. Yeah, so here I would say
This wasn't good apparently.
maybe keep this. Yeah, this is but what would have been better, right? Like king back. I don't know. And in this type of position, I can't say you made anything like a complete obvious mistake. Not at all. Here you maneuvered for a bit, and the end. I was watching, the end position was interesting. You guys literally went back and forth. They got it. Wow. I'm going a little fast, sorry, but I want to get to everything.
No, it's okay.
And let me know if there's anything, you're like, oh, in this position I should have gone here. Knight f5, very nice. Like you're holding the fort down with 26 seconds. It shows a lot of grit, a lot of fighting
I managed
spirit.
to close the time gap completely.
Look at that. Yeah, I went over your game like, wow, they really played amazing. Incredible. Nice job. Thank you for sending. This is exactly the kind of game I think we can learn so much from. Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was very instructive.
Yay. All right. I feel like my brain is feeling that. So now we're going to take a step back and I'll do more of the work, okay? So just I'll just teach you a little bit. So last week we started, and if you didn't catch our stream last week, I'm just so honored to be collaborating with Lula as one of her coaches, and I know she does her own study, but we meet Mondays, most Mondays, and I'm using step 4 of the step method because I saw Lula's performance rating on her over the board tournament, over 1,500, and I also noticed that she is spending a lot of time and effort on her game. So I figured, usually they say to 1,600, I have all that information, but she's pushing forward, and I think the challenge is the just right level. All right. So this is the first lesson of the manual, and it's not about I just want to be clear, for viewers, I'm not teaching Lula this particular opening. I'm not telling her stop playing b4. I'm not even up to that. I'm just teaching her calculation skills, which we chatted about. She wants to that you want to get better on, and just content, right? That's not openings. Not that openings don't matter. So this position we went over, and you can see black has played poorly. It's just an example, illustrative almost from the manual. And we discussed if you get to a position like this, what was one plan? I'll take all this engine-y stuff off for the meantime, just to reorient us here. And so we talked about this position, and you saw that can you remind me, a little review here, what was a good idea for the white position here?
I think we decided to play e5 and open up the center.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of 2 excellent plans. There's another plan here. Can you, and again, this is my focus with you, to try to give you 2 candidate moves or plans as much as possible as you play these longer games and you get to higher level chess. So yes, you're absolutely right. And the manual says besides e5, there's another interesting plan as well. So I'm going to give you a little think time. You can think in your head. I'm going to look here too. So besides e5, is there another plan in chat you can tell me as well? Very good. Watson sees it. And if anyone else in your chat wants to see, they can think of some ideas as well.
I guess it's similar, but I was wondering if we could play f4, so that e5 is even more of a threat, but maybe it doesn't do anything.
I'm I often play this structure in many different openings, but in this particular manual, they don't recommend it. Doesn't mean it's not a great move, okay?
Okay.
But what, and your plan would be, give me a little more. After F4, like, what's your plan? It does help this pawn. If you were, this pawn to go.
Yeah, but then we don't need, I guess we don't need to play F4 to play E5, so.
Yeah.
I guess we could bring over our only undeveloped piece, which is the H1 rook.
Maybe like.
Yeah.
Like here. All right, and those are reasonable. Now this manual, and I actually haven't played this particular structure in quite a while, but as black, I've been playing against this hook. So this is actually kind of a weakness in this position, and the manual suggests like one other possible plan. And yes, Watson, you said that in my chat, would be maybe like F3 and like G4. You see that? And like perhaps going G5. That's it.
Okay.
Just like a little thing.
Spicy.
Yeah. Yeah. So like that was that. All right. The next one I want to show you. This first chapter is just called like opening advantage. Like when you do get those opportunities, how you can use your rules of thumb. Okay. So here I am. Let's do another one. So this one, they play G6. All right. This gets kind of cool. All right. So this position, all right, let me see what I want to say. All right, let's go one more move. Bishop G7, yeah. Okay, so actually I can even pause here and give you a little bit of info. This is not a move that a grandmaster would play, they say, which I think is funny. I'm not a grandmaster either, but suitable for this level. I like that about the method. It's being honest, and it's a little bit, it kind of reminded me of the Building Habits by Chessbrah. Like each level has different focuses, and like if you are 1,000 player, do you really need to be learning the kind of rook ending that we saw in the pawn and bishop and knight endgame? I don't think so. That's not worth the most of your time. That's my opinion. If you have endless time, great, but most of us don't. So for that's what I like about this book. It kind of identifies like, oh, at this level, it's an interesting idea. I guess there could be, if we put the engine on, a really nice move for black to gain a slight advantage. I guess that's what they mean. So here it goes. Okay, not the most amazing move for a top player like Magnus Carlsen, but for us little people, it's fine. Now, Bishop G7. Okay, now we get this position, and I want you to look at it, and it says, I'd like you to kind of calculate here. What does black almost have to play already? Can you tell me what you're noticing in the position and seeing if you can identify a mistake that black can make already?
So I guess if you can't really play knight f6 because you get hit with e5.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So, and obviously the queen can't move either.
Yeah.
So you have two moves.
Yeah.
You have knight g e7 or f6, which you probably don't really want to be playing.
And you know what? Can you say more about that? A lot of like the students I work with, they wouldn't necessarily realize why. Would you mind you're absolutely right. Why is but f6 is fine. They might say like, you know, the knight. I know we know it, but would you mind just explaining that great thinking? Like why is f6 such a move to avoid usually?
Well, usually it opens up the light squares to the king. Here there's a fianchetto, so I guess maybe it's not as bad as usual, but here also I think you do have you probably have e5 again if f6 maybe.
Later on, maybe, right? Like,
yeah, sorry.
no, but you're absolutely right. And like, you had that instinct, and the manual just says after f6, there's no like quick, what do they call it? Like it cannot be directly refuted, but it really messes up Black's development here, you know? And I feel like I'd be happy to have my opponent play that move against me, right? So with process of elimination, you're right. Knight e7 has to happen. And now there's kind of an interesting sequence. I know you don't like me to give away too much, so I'm going to give you a little think time, right? White to move. Okay. Can you think about stuff and ask for any questions? But I want to give you some think time. White to move already. And that's all I'm going to say. And in chat, feel free to think as well and write any responses in my chat.
I'm wondering if
I want to say stuff, but I'm also learning to like not. Because if I say something, I'm giving it away. If you ask, I'll talk.
We had a similar position in a game, a hand and brain game I played with Anna Kramling, and here I played knight. A really similar, but I played knight f6 check.
She's awesome. That's so cool. I love watching you two stream. It's awesome. Yeah.
And then we had bishop takes, and if you castle, the king is just super weak.
Feel free to use this. Like I've been doing a lot of them. I want you to feel this is our classroom, so go ahead and just like when you feel like it, you can move the pieces when you're ready.
Okay.
White to move and win. Because again, this is study. It's not.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's good here, but knight f6, and then
that's what in my chat people are saying knight f6. So thank you for introducing that forcing move, that check, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure what the engine would say, but I just think that this looks really bad. I think this looks really bad.
But Lula, do they have to take is my question.
They don't, but I think it's quite hard at the intermediate level to convince yourself to play king f8.
But you guys, then I'm happy. I'm glad you said that because you know what? We have to get out. You guys have passed the big, like, you're ready for that? Yeah. You have now entered the new level of chess. Like, that's amazing. Yeah. So, like, the fact that you realize that, because we always have to teach our students, both young kids and also our adult learners, like, in the beginning stages, you always castle your king, but it's time to break the rules, and it's time to not just be a robot about it. So, like, you're right. It is uncomfortable, and we could look at this later or even right after stream. I'll be like, oh, that's a horrible move. But I'm just looking at the board, and when I play on chess.com or Lee Chess, like, I think about what will make my opponent most uncomfortable because that's a killer instinct. So, like, right now, if I go bishop takes knight, I'm basically, well, some of my chess friends are, like, more exaggerating. Like, you could resign after that. No. But I'm saying, like, if I go bishop takes knight, I am destroying my king side. And goodness, like, I don't want to do that. That's my bishop. So if they played knight f6, king f8, a little uncomfortable, but, like, my next... we actually go to... That was
You're not winning on the spot.
Then I'm going to go h6. And I'm going to kick your bishop away. And then I'm going to win your knight, maybe, you know. Maybe. So, yeah, interesting idea, but no. Anyone else in chat? Think about it. Everyone's saying knight f6. Oh, and another move came up, but I don't want to. Let's see what you guys think. It's so easy for me. It's like I know the answer. Like, would I necessarily, because I created I'm using the lesson. White to move. And I do have a hint that wouldn't give it away, but I'll let you think a little more. So white to move. Knight f6 was, like, interesting, but they'll go king f8. What else do we have here? we got 2 ideas here. Oh, Sean is in my chat. My my other half. No, you're wrong, Sean. Ha ha ha. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Sean, you're wrong. You can hear me through the walls and you can hear me through this stream. You are incorrect. It is not it's nothing about F6, my friends. Nothing about F6 yet. Not quite for bishop F6. Keep thinking, Sean and Watson in my chat and other friends. You got this. Forcing moves are checks, captures, and threats. The check doesn't do a whole lot. We saw that. So now let's look at our captures. And what else? Oh, I'll stay quiet.
I'm really not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Can
I give you a fun hint?
Yeah, I guess the hint is good.
Yay! All right, with your permission, you're the student, so you get full like decision making. So like here, if this bishop wasn't here, I can't take it. If this bishop wasn't here, tell me checkmate in 2. Is that I sometimes have trouble getting what my thought process is over the Zoom and the Twitch. But if this bishop went on vacation and it was off the board, can you name the checkmate in 2?
Then it would be knight F6, bishop H6.
Yeah, this beautiful checkmate, right?
Yeah.
So with that, okay. So let's get rid of this. Yeah, let's just like. Again, it's not a checkmate. You're not. It's hard because I didn't say what you're doing. All I said was what's the best move for white. So yeah, like what can you do to win a little material back and then keep moving? You know, we're down 1 pawn, but. Actually, it'll lead to more than a pawn, but I start with that. And in chat, feel free. It's white to move and win material. Yes, Sean got it. I'll stay quiet on my stream. And don't feel bad, Lula. I'm just looking at this this lesson plan. You're doing awesome.
Okay.
Yes, Sean. And yes, Watson. Give me variations, por favor. All right.
I guess if we.
Ooh, should I give you? This is the last part of your hint.
Okay.
This.
Okay. Wait, I think I might have it.
Okay.
We can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Your hint gave it away, they say. Sorry.
Well, I was just looking at if we can get rid of the. I was looking at if we can take on d4, and then if they take with the bishop.
Yes.
Then
give me more. Give me more.
Yeah. So if we went knight takes, bishop takes. Then, we could even go queen. Could we even go queen take?
We can, and we should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a little excited. Don't mind me. Then what?
Queen takes, and then if the knight takes, we still have the mate threat, right?
Yes. Do it. Yeah, go for it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Where do I put this guy?
Okay. So yeah, if knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, we check and give the mate.
Yep.
And then if not, we're just completely winning after queen takes, right?
If not, like if they take with the bishop, we can still do that. I think that's what you mentioned. I just want to show it. It's so pretty. I like pretty checkmates. Oh, something that
Yeah.
mixing. And then if they take with the oh yeah, we did that. And if they don't, I mean, you're just gonna, do you guys see how this is now a forcing move threat? Like, we're gonna take that knight and then gobble up this one. And there's nothing they can really do about it. Pretty cool, right? That was a tough one. All right. Let's do a time check. Oh my gosh, this hour has flown by, Lula, but we got through some more than last time. We did a lot. You ready for one more?
Yeah.
Yay. All right. So this is, I used to play this as a kid. The King's Gambit. All right. So this one, knight c3. Okay, let me see. Our last one for today. Then maybe we can, if I don't know if you can send me that link, but I'll check your homework and get back to you, okay?
Sure.
Awesome. Alrighty. So queen f6. Okay. So here we are. Knight c3 and then knight e7. Cool. Queen e2 c6. All right. So it is better in this position to develop this knight. And I just want to get to the focus of this whole lesson. It's like development is key, tempo is key, and when people give us a little bit of extra, we need to just, by instinct, look at the position and see how we can take advantage of something we might not have been able to if they hadn't wasted that time. So after c6, can you think of a nice move for white here? Using kind of what we've been talking about in the opening, when we have an opening advantage, ways we can convert and make it like noticeable advantage without letting it slip away.
I was wondering if e5 was any good, but I'm not I don't think it is.
Why? It's like talk. Yeah, it's like.
I guess they cap like d takes, and they just move the queen.
I see what you're saying. I think that it goes by everything we've been talking about, where you're up in temp. You got your two knights out. You've got a really nice center here. And your queen's up, and they have their queen and knight. So you're up. You have more piece in the center. One more piece means something, and you have the center. So breaking through something to definitely consider. It is the move, and because of time, I'm definitely going to do that. E5.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, if the queen leaves, we're so happy. Good job, Good job. Hype. And if they take, I want you to take your last question from me of the day and give it all that thinking time. And instead of your, and you know what? I didn't give you much think time. So like, great, you had a good instinct, but always like, don't settle for the first trade. I want you to think here. Yeah. So it's not, you had mentioned pawn takes pawn. There's an even better move here. And I just want you to think about it.
We could,
yes, Watson in my chat this is true. E5 is great. Really nice job, Lula. And for you in chat and mine, can you tell me white to move here? A great move. After black has I'll just rewind 1 second. E5's great. DXE. And here we are for our final question of our lesson. You see it? Yes, in between moves. I'm trying to multitask.
Okay, so not recapturing. Okay, there are no checks, then we need to attack something. We can, the only move that we really have to attack anything is knight e4.
And you would be correct. Yes, this beautiful move. And then talk to me, like, what happens after that? Can you see, like, why it's so lethal? It's not just like, oh, that's a nice move. Like, it's attacking the queen. Cool. Like, it's lethal. What happens after? I'm sure you notice, like, after these two moves, right? What happens?
We hop the knight into d6.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that makes sense. But like if I go knight e4 and my opponent plays queen h6, aren't they free? One more forcing variation. I know I've worked the puzzles in.
Can we check and then check again on f7?
Yes, we can. And if they go d7, it's still a beautiful double attack. Go ahead, Lula. Make those moves. You deserve it. You saw everything. Go for it. Right? And still winning. Yeah. Nice job. I have a few extra minutes because if you do. And then...
Yeah?
Yeah?
I do.
Cool. What was I going to say? Yeah, let's see if we can do a couple puzzles together until I have to go. And this has been so fun. And if you're just joining, we won't be meeting next Monday, but we will resume the following Monday. Time to be just penciled in. All right, so let's see what I wanted to show with you next. We did a lot of the content, and I want to do a few puzzles. Let's see where they start. Oh, I like this one. Was tricky. White to move. Goodness. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me just get my bearings. 1 second. Yeah, this looks good. White to move, I believe. I can check. Okay. White to move. Let's see. Last one. Hooray, hooray. White to move and win.
I don't know.
I wish I could give like a good, a little good suggestion. Oh, you're gonna laugh, but
What?
okay. This is why I was confused. All right, I had a moment. It's black to move. That's why. Oh, Dios mío. Black to move, Lula. I'm sorry. Black to move and win. I'll give you a little hint because of time. It's a forcing move and it's a capture. Black to move, black to move. And then the wrath of my children are coming out. Oh. All right. How about this? You want to? I can send this to you. Maybe you and your. No, you're probably gonna do fun stream next, right? After all that puzzles. But I gotta go. Let's read the amazing Lula on my channel. Thank you for being here. You might hear my little ones in the background. It's all good. We're gonna raid Lula's channel now. Bye. Let's see. Did it work? My internet is falling apart. Bye, Laura. Bye, Watson. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Let's see why. Is this working? My raid. All right. If it works, it works. Let's see. You already have a raid in progress. It's working. Bye, Craig. Well, I'll see them there. Bye-bye.